Hello everyone, Prasad here. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can override default output generated by Gen AI orchestration while using tools in Copilot Studio and leverage a nice looking adaptive card output instead. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so before going to agent and deep diving in the agent, let's talk about our architecture. So basically, I'm trying to build hotel finder agent, and we can begin with data sources like let's say Expedia or Priceline providing us the feed, right? So what I did here is I just created a Power Automate flow which acts as an API and hard-coded a JSON response, which I'm returning from Power Automate flow uh, as if I'm querying it from a data source. We can do that integration as required. Now later, I've created a custom connector which connects to this Power Automate flow and um, and read the hotel information that we need. Now at this time, I haven't set up any authentication on Power Automate flow, so it's like a public authentication with shared access signature. But you can always set up a Entra ID auth on Power Automate flow. Similarly, on the custom connector as well, I haven't selected any authentication just for testing purpose right now, and it just we can just directly connect to it from our agent. Okay, so now we understand our architecture. Let's go through these components one by one. So starting with Power Automate flow. So here I am in my Power Automate. Let's go to my flows here. And I have a flow here called Get Hotels. So, and in this, let's see what I have. So I have only two different connectors, meaning one trigger and one response connector. All it is doing is accepting HTTP request with this HTTP URL and then generating a response. And as I said, I have hard coded here a JSON response showing different hotels and their prices and then images and whatnot. So that's all about our API. Now let's go to custom connector. Now here I have a custom connector called hotels, and let's see what I'm doing here. So I haven't set up any security. This custom connector is connecting to Power Automate host, and then that is the base URL of it. I do not have any security setup at this time, as I said. And then within the definitions, I just created one action right now called get hotels, which is pointing to invoke action from Power Automate HTTP connector and passing all the required query parameters that it needs, like API version, SPSV, and SIG. That's it. And once I have that, I can test my connector. I have certain default values here. So I can just click test operation. Now this is giving me an error. Authorization credentials are not valid, which is strange. Okay, I got it. So you need an 1.0 SV here. Okay, there we go. So now we are getting a JSON's response from Power Automate in our custom connector. Okay, so now let's go back to agent and put together all these different pieces of puzzle together. Now within my agent, I've added a new tool using this custom connector, right? So this get hotels is nothing but a tool that I have added from here by selecting a custom connector. So let's say I say get, get hotels, and if I'm able to type it correctly, so about that. So you see this particular custom connector that I just created, right? So you can select that and configure, and that is what I have done here. I've done the configuration, and there you go. That's my tool. I provided all the required parameters here, and that's it. And then there is completion, where a default value that this tool has is don't respond, so that a generative orchestrator can take it over. So let's see how this works. So I'm gonna say is like a show me list of hotels. So what this is going to do is this is going to generate a plan and call this custom connector. As you can see, it goes to uh, the the Power Automate flow, gets the JSON, generates the response, and then presents it back to us right here. Now, this is all good. This is out of the box how it works. Now, what I'm looking for is a better output than this, which is like an, let's say, adaptive card, and I want to present the better output to the end user instead of this static text that you see. And that's exactly what we are going to look here. So what are the required changes for that? So first and foremost important thing that you must do is in your custom connector, right in the definition where you are going to define your request and request parameters, scroll down below and make sure you select default response. All you can do is just copy the same JSON and put it out here, and capture the JSON response from the API. This is really very important because that this action tells the tool in Copilot Studio um, what are different schema options available as part of the output, and that is exactly what we are going to use in our adaptive card. Now, next what we will do is go and edit this tool and scroll down, and right here where it says completion, we can change this to send adaptive card. Okay, now once you select that, you got two options. You can either select a JSON card or a formula card, and what I prefer always is formula card. So I'm gonna select a formula here. Okay, so you see a default adaptive card JSON, which is automatically populated. What we need to do is override this and paste the adaptive card JSON that we want to generate. Now you can always go to Copilot, my M365 Copilot, and generate a nice looking, beautiful adaptive card with the help of Copilot, which is what exactly I have done, and then embed that um, with the loop so that it can generate list of different hotels that we are looking for. So I already have a JSON that I created as a, with the help of Copilot as well, of course. I'm just going to paste it out here. Okay, now the important thing that I wanted to highlight here is how are you going to capture the output of custom connector within this adaptive card right here? Because what I figured is I haven't found any help available online anywhere in the documentation, and that is exactly why uh, I'm making this video. So what you need to do here is, as you can see, I'm just writing the schema of the adaptive card versions and the body. Here I'm saying for all hotels that are within the JSON, just design this adaptive card based on this. But the key here is the reference to that output, and this is how you do it. So you type topic dot output. Now when you type topic dot, you get two options. So let's try it out. See, you get two options, input and output, right? The inputs that I've given to the tool and the output that it is giving me back. So since I'm interested in output, I have selected the output, and when you type output dot, it gives you a collection of hotels, which is a JSON response that we are sending from Power Automate Flow. Now you will not get this particular object unless you define the schema in the response within the custom connector, which I mentioned earlier. So that's a dependency, and I would say a step that you must do before reaching here. Okay, so that's it. So now we just say okay, so output dot hotels, right? And then it goes all the way through here. I'm keep capturing the images as well, and then building nice looking adaptive card based on this. Okay, let's save it. Okay, and let's do a new test again and see what happens this time. So show me list of hotels. Let's see. It's gonna call the same, but look at the output. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so see what happened now. So you see the nice looking adaptive cards here. You see the beautiful image and the output exactly the way we designed within adaptive card. You see the first hotel, then you see the second hotel, you see the third hotel. All this is perfect. And then you also see the text that generative orchestration is pulling. So you can stop this rendering of conversational boosting by just going to the tools. In the description you can say that do not process, uh, and just mark this execution as complete right after you are done presenting, and so that way it won't go to conversational boosting. Okay, so there you go. So this is exactly how you can use a adaptive card to return or capture a beautiful looking presentation as against just showing the simple text back to the user from tool output. Thank you.